I mean, isn't that ironic that they have the I'm not a robot verification on the AI art website? Anyways. Finance family, it's your other brother Adam Getbags, and today we're going to be generating AI art using the Dall-E 2 API in Python. So first thing we want to do is open your trusty Google and Google search Dall-E API or Dall-E. We're going to open up their main page here. Now here in the corner, they're going to have a sign up button and a login button. So if you haven't signed up, be sure to create an account. They're going to ask you to verify your email address and then also submit a phone number so that they can have two-factor authentication. Now let's go ahead and log in. I mean, isn't that ironic that they have the I'm not a robot verification on the AI art website? Anyways, here's the page. Once you get there, let's go ahead and click into these three buttons here and then visit the OpenAI API. Now we're here on this page and then we can go ahead and click into the docs here. Now that we've landed in the docs, let's go ahead and scroll down on our sidebar here under API reference. Let's click into introduction. So first thing we need to do is pip install OpenAI. So I'm going to come over here to Anaconda Navigator and click under environments. We'll hit the play button here and then we'll open up a terminal. Just pip install OpenAI there, and then looks like everything's good to go. And then we can go ahead and open up our Spider. Now we have our script open here and we're good to go. All of my scripts for my videos are available on my GitHub, so you can follow along there. Awesome. So let's jump back over to the documentation here and let's scroll down a bit till we find our example here for Python. So you can copy this block out and then you can paste the block into your script here. Now what's different here is I'm importing my credentials from another file here, and I'll show you what that kind of looks like. So if I come over here to the file, we have the variable org is equal to a string, and then we have the variable secret, which is also equal to a string, and then we're just importing those as variables there. So here we're assigning our organization credentials and our API key credentials, and I'll show you where to get those right now. So if we go back to OpenAI and then we come here to the top right corner, we can click into that and then we can go to manage account here. Now once we're in the manage account area, we can click under settings. So here we have our organization ID and you can just copy that out and paste it as a string. Then we can click down to API keys here, and then you can create a new secret key. And then that pop-up will only pop up once, so you got to copy the API key out and then move it over to your script. Now if something happens to your secret key, you can just delete it here and then create a new one, no sweat. Now that we have our credentials assigned, we can basically test our connection there and then ping the server to get a list of the available models. So it looks like that went through. Let's go ahead and get started on some image generation. So I'm going to go back to the documentation here. I'm going to go to the sidebar and then click under image generation. Here's where you can select language. Let's go for Python, and then we'll go ahead and copy out this block and then we'll paste the block in here. So first we're using this command openai.image.create, and then we're feeding it a prompt. Now I have programmer at the computer, Victorian art, Victorian error. I'm going to create 4 images and they're all going to be of the same size here, maximum resolution. If you flip back over to the example, you can tell it's just generating 1 image. We're going to generate 4 images, and then instead of grabbing just the first URL, we're going to actually do a for loop that goes through all 4 values, and then we're going to actually open all of the web pages. So that's why we imported web browser. So here you can see in our for loop, we have for each of the URLs that were generated, we're going to go ahead and assign our image URL, and then we're going to open the image URL. So let's go ahead and let's run this block and see what happens. Just, I don't know. It's pretty sus. So as you can see here, we're able to generate 4 different images and then open all of those in our browser. Looks good to me. Let's have a little more fun. Let's go back to the docs and create an image variation. So you can feed it a photo and then you can get a variation of the photo that you gave to it. So I have a picture of me here. Damn, I look good. And we're gonna just create a variation of that image here. So go ahead and copy this block here. Then you can paste it in your script. Now here I have the path of the image. Keep in mind, it has to be a PNG and it has to be a perfectly square image. So here I'm gonna create 2 images and they're gonna be of this resolution here. Then we're just using the same method we did earlier. We're just gonna loop through the different URLs and then go ahead and just open those URLs. So I went ahead and I pressed go. And you know what? I just have a bad feeling about this. Here's what we got. All right, first one is got the purple shirt, but the facial details, you know, maybe we just need to just run a bunch more. Bam, and there you have it. Now you've generated AI art using the Dall-E 2 API in Python. Pretty horrifying, I'm not gonna lie. But I bet there's some cool stuff you could do if you kind of toyed around with it. Definitely some opportunities to make money. Maybe you use Midjourney and then you also use like Stable Diffusion or something else to kind of, round out how you're going to deliver artwork for clients. But anyways, I'll let you figure that out. Family, dodge those red candles out there. You have my blessing. Let's go get these bags.